I smell funky.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Or this jacket does.
Love feel best.
The way you like me.
That's the way I like you. That's right. Let's see what the screen name actually is.
Spraying out pheromones.
Love feel best is not coming up, it looks like. Happy to have you, though.
All this COVID talk makes me hot.
Here we go. Love, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going? Sorry about that.
No problem.
Looking away for a second. I was just wondering, because I've seen a lot of, differences in the world of, medicine, as far as, medications being harder to get for my older family members that might have chronic pain. And I was wondering if, the data shows that there's a decrease in opioid deaths, or if the opioid epidemic has been decreasing since the government sort of started making some great...
Huge. Well, it switched. Here's what happens. So I've been living with this thing forever. So there was overprescribing of opiates. Then those doctors, which was not everybody, but those who were overprescribing, cut those patients off, made them addicted, then cut them off. And when you cut patients, opiate addicts off, they have to go somewhere to get their opiates, and they went to the streets. So this is where heroin went up, and then fentanyl took over from heroin. That's where most of the overdoses are coming from now. Before that, it was oral opiate with a benzodiazepine. I can't even tell you how many patients were killed by that. It was an exceedingly common problem. Again, benzos being the Valium, the Klonopin, Ambien, all that category, Librium, Ativan, and then the opioids, of course, are the pain medicine. When you put those two together, they are a very, very, very dangerous combination. It's what killed Prince, for instance, and killed God knows how many of my patients. Now, that's not happening anymore. That's really not happening so much because the government put the fear of God into the physicians, too much so. Now, people that have legitimate chronic pain disorders can't get their opiates. I will tell you there's one bright spot in all of that, is that Suboxone is now being used more broadly for chronic pain, and it really works like a son of a gun. So if you're having trouble getting your opiates, see if you can find a way to get to a Suboxone prescriber, because that tends to be easier. But yeah,
is that the sublingual?
Some of it is sublingual. It can be sublingual. But it's too much. We've gone too far in the other direction, where people that have legitimate pain are having trouble getting their opiates. So as usual, this pendulum goes back and forth. What should be happening is doctors should be properly trained to use their judgment and not be interfered with by all these regulatory systems. And, it's how we got the opiate problem in the first place. We got it in the first place because the JCO, the state commissions, the professional societies all developed, and the VA developed this posture that pain is the fifth vital sign, if you remember that insanity, and that if your pulse could be 0, they still want to know what your pain scale is. Like, give me a break. But the pain is the fifth vital sign. They started prosecuting doctors criminally and civilly for inadequate treatment of pain, and that's where the whole thing really got inflamed. And now they're doing it the other way. Now they're criminally prosecuting doctors for overprescribing of opiates. Now that's creating the underprescribing to people that really need it. So, it's a challenging problem to get it right. If people were properly trained and had a lot of experience with this, maybe they would get this right. I don't know. Thanks for that question, though. I'm going to nub you.